Holy shit, guys, we have some fun things in store for you in this video today. Today I'm going to be doing some live selling and buying for you. We have to cover what's going on. I was probably going to do a stimulus update, maybe some more election coverage, but we have to address the elephant in the room. The stock market today is up big time, record high during a pandemic. Who would have thought? Totally inconceivable. The market has now hit an all-time high with the Dow surging over 1,500. At one point it was up 1,700 in pre-market. The news is that Pfizer has developed a vaccine and its results have shown 90% effective. BioNTech is also in there, which we've discussed in recent videos in the past. This is huge news. And if Pfizer, which by the way, once again I predicted, I said, you could look at it in the archives many videos ago. I had said Pfizer would be the candidate for the vaccine. I was saying this months ago. Pfizer would have at least some kind of a contribution. As a matter of fact, they could have the winning vaccine. They could be the ones. So in this video, what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be selling some Pfizer stock. I have two portfolios in which I have Pfizer stock. I have some in my Robinhood portfolio, and then I also have some remnants in my E-Trade portfolio from 2 years ago. I bought it at a rather high price compared to what you can get it at for today. And so I can't unfortunately sell the E-Trade portfolio. There's no reason to sell it at a loss. Might as well take some profit, which I'll be doing. You'll see that displayed in my Robinhood portfolio where I bought it at a better price. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be selling my Pfizer shares in Robinhood and then going ahead and buying it, pouring that money into Apple in the same Robinhood portfolio. And we're going to be doing that all live for you in this video. So if you're enjoying my videos, if you haven't already, and by the way, I do this all for free, 100% free. It doesn't cost anything to watch my videos, totally free. So if you have been enjoying my videos, I cover everything from business, finance, investing, entrepreneurship, mindset, strategy, and tips and tricks from my own experience. I also do some stimulus check updates. I also do some election coverage, everything and anything regarding all the aforementioned topics. If you have been enjoying my videos, click the like button, smash the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, hit that big red button, the subscribe button. Just hit that big red button. Also, hit the notification bell as well. That way notified every single time I do make a new one. So just do those few things for me and we can get the ball rolling. Now, the news is evidently chiefly on this vaccine and the positive results from the vaccine. However, you can also throw in the Biden win in there as well. Biden has officially been declared the president-elect. And so if you were to combine all the factors, you could probably say Biden has something to do with it. But you got a bit of a dichotomy here. You have a division in what the analysts are saying. I want to know your thoughts. Let me know down below in the comments. Basically, you have half the analysts saying that the market is up, even just besides the vaccine news. Let's get rid of that for a second, pretend it never happened. Just focusing on the gains that we've seen so far because of the apparent Biden win and finally the ultimate win. Tell me, what do you guys think? So half the analysts are saying that the market is up because of Biden's win. The other half are actually cheering the news that it was not the blue wave that was expected. We still have a divided Congress, and so that will mean that a lot of Biden's legislation, unless it's very much compromised and abbreviated, actually won't get passed because we still have the Senate majority, and Mitch McConnell will probably block a lot of the Biden legislation. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. Do you think that the market's actually up on the Biden win, or it's because it kind of wasn't a Biden win? What do you guys think? Blue wave, not blue wave, market up, either way. What do you guys think is the main catalyst here? Because I'm having trouble figuring it out myself. I can't exactly point to one catalyst. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. And before we even get into my Robinhood portfolio, you do have to feel for, even if you did not vote for him, you do kind of have to feel bad for President Trump here. This could have potentially changed the outcome of the election. If this was just days after. If this just happened the day of, or day before, a week before, a month before, if these clinical results just happened shortly before the election, it could have completely changed the outcome, and Trump could have squeezed out a victory here with corporations and some higher net worth individuals cheering on this news. And then also you got to keep in mind, and by the way, I'm still a little surprised that Trump couldn't eke out a victory, because you saw the polls from Gallup, and basically they asked Americans, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? The classic Reagan question that he said at the Carter-Reagan debates. That's the classic line from Reagan. And the majority of Americans are actually better off 4 years ago, or rather today, than they were 4 years ago. The majority of Americans. Really surprising news, and I just really got to think, if this just happened the day before that, what could have happened? Could the election have gone the other way? Or do you think Biden still would have won? What are your thoughts? Part of me thinks that it could have changed and maybe Trump could have got more votes. But at the same time, if you really look at why Biden won here, and we'll be covering this in future videos, if you really look at it, he was able to garner a lot of support from Republicans that were just not into Trump anymore after 4 years. But mainly, he was able, and not just himself, the Democratic campaigning that was done all over the country, in these urban cities such as a Philadelphia, an Atlanta, a Detroit, they were able to get out mostly African-American voters in numbers that we haven't seen in a long time. Those people did come out, and they came out big for Biden for the most part. And that could be why Biden won, but we'll definitely be doing an autopsy of that in the days to come once we do have all the data and all of the numbers and statistics in front of us. But with that being said, this news probably wouldn't have changed the outcome of the election if you could say that that's the main reason that Biden won. What are your thoughts, though? Do you think Trump would have won or Biden still would have won? What are your thoughts? Let me know that down below in the comments as well. Let's just keep the conversation going here because there's so much to analyze. So here we are now on my screen, and Trump is cheering the news. He tweeted already about the 90% effective vaccine that Pfizer has put forth and is showing great results. He said the market is up big time, but you just have to feel bad. Even if you absolutely hate him, you just have to feel a little bit bad, because if this happened before the election, it really could have changed things. You got to feel for him. Just a little bit. But here we are. So the market was up, it seems, a little bit more pre-market than it came off some highs when the market finally did open. My guess is going to be a lot of selling going on here, a major sell-off. Probably a lot of people that were perhaps in the red for a long time finally are in the green. They took profits. So definitely a little bit of a sell-off here in my mind. Still up 4%, and we're still up 1,200 points. The market has hit a record high during a pandemic, unthinkable. And you can see the Dow here. So it was, in fact, up a little bit more come 9:35 a.m. and then it drifted down just slightly, but it never has gone below 1,000 points gain for the day. So we're still up, well comfortably up over 1,000 points for the day. You could see it a little bit more dramatic and emphasized in Pfizer stock. Pfizer opened up. Unfortunately, I thought I'd be in good hands if I turned on the camera shortly after the market opened. It's now 10:18 a.m. I thought I would have been perfectly fine waiting just a few minutes to even turn the camera on, but that's not the case. I actually missed out on a couple dollars of gains here when it came to Pfizer. Too bad. But you win some, you lose some. It's totally okay. I'm not going to cry over it. Can't do much about it. And I still have some Pfizer stock still over, I'd say about 21, 22 shares in each trade last time I checked. That's been sitting there for like 2 years though. This Robinhood Portfolio, this is the remnants of when I was doing my investing plan before I decided to put all my money into Apple and go all in on Apple. I still have store stock. You'll be seeing that in just a moment. But here we are, and we are in my Pfizer portfolio, or rather we are looking at Pfizer stock now. So it opened up at 41.92 at 9:30 a.m. Came down pretty sharply there. I guess a lot of people took profits like I'm about to do. And now it's pretty steady at 38, 39 and change. We'll see where it moves throughout the day, but still up over 6%. Good gains there for Pfizer. Pfizer has been in the red, not just for the entire year, but in the last 12 months, going back to November of 2019, it was in the red. Now it's actually green for the year, finally, as the stock is up. There were a few moments when I was actually in Pfizer before this big day. There were a few moments going back to August, and then I believe I was up just a few weeks ago. But because of this big gain here, and I don't think Pfizer's going to $50 or anything, this stock, it's pretty dead. You're really only going for it for the dividends. You're not going at it for an exponential gain here. And even with this vaccine news, it's not even like the stock went up 20, 30% like some stocks are doing. Speaking of which, AMC stock up big time, up 70, 80% That I own AMC in my little portfolio with my little series I do called Turning $100 into a Million. If you don't know that series yet, it's on the homepage of my channel. You can see the playlist there. New episode is coming out tomorrow with that series. I'll be covering AMC. So here we go. We're only looking at Pfizer right now, but let's go. I don't want to delay here in case I miss out on any gains. So let's go to my Robinhood portfolio now. Here we are. Looks a little bit different than what the Dow and Pfizer is doing. It's actually up as the day has gone by. Now up over, let's see there, we're up nearly $4,000 for today. About over 3%. We just hit over 4,000. Net worth, my net worth is soaring today. I think it hit a record high. I'll do the math when the market does close or shortly after this video, but I believe my net worth did in fact hit a record high today. Time to add to that by selling Pfizer. So here we go. And funny, pretty cute. They're experiencing high traffic. You see those little high traffic warning down here. We are experiencing high traffic. You can still place trades, but other functionality may be impacted. No surprise there. People are rushing to Robinhood probably to take profit or place trades, or maybe there's a spill of confidence now in the market now that we have this vaccine news. Either way, you can imagine Robinhood, and Robinhood's been notoriously known for having technical problems and being down at crucial times during the day. We've seen it before many times. But let's go now. So we're going to Apple, or rather Pfizer first. You can see Pfizer, my store stock. Store I'm still pretty down on because it's stagnated. It's not really grown too much even with this news. Apple soaring up over 2.5% today. There's Pfizer. Let's go to it though. And so you can see, mirrors the chart there we looked at on Google. It comes from Yahoo Finance, that data. And you can see it came down. I was up, I believe, by like $200 profit this morning right when the market opened. Only up though, 27.49. So I'm not going to make too much on this, but I think it's for the greater good. I do believe it's for the greater good. And this money right here, $1,300 about, I could pour right back into Apple. So you could scoop up, I'd say, about 10 shares. Now, I also have a pending dividend from Pfizer. So you'd probably say to yourself, why are you selling it now when you have a dividend coming? You don't necessarily have to have the stock in order to still receive that dividend. I made the ex-dividend date and the payable date and all that. So I'm still going to receive that dividend. You don't have to worry about me. Don't worry. All good there. I'll still receive $12.75. Probably because I have that enrolled in DRIP, dividend reinvestment. That will probably buy us a fraction of Pfizer that I could sell, or I could turn that off after this video. I could turn off the DRIP preferences. All I have to do is do it before December 1st, which is about more than a half a month away. So I have plenty of time to just have that credited as cash to my portfolio. No worries there. But still, we got about $1,300 even with this fluctuation. So let's hopefully I make some profit. I hope I don't sell at a poor price. But here we go. Let's try this. Let's try this now. This is live. Can't change anything, guys. So right now the price is at $38.69.70 about. It changes. My average cost $37.86. I should easily make some profit here. I shouldn't sell this at a loss. This should be no worries. But here we go. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, because I haven't sold anything in Robinhood in a while. I forgot if you could actually sell the fractions while you're at it, or if you just have to do the whole shares and then it will automatically fulfill the remaining shares on its own. So let me just try copying and pasting this number and see if that works. Haven't sold anything in Robinhood in a long time, but here we go. I'm going to sell Pfizer. So we're selling number of shares. I'm going to try that number right there. That should be my estimate credit. So we're looking at about 1,300 there. Market price is currently 38.66.69 changes. And hopefully this will work. And this is a market order. Let's see. Yeah, market price. It's a market order. And yeah, there we go. Order type. You can make it limit. So I could make it limit, but might not fulfill. So let's just do market. I'll be comfortably up though. I'm missing out though on about like $100 or so worth of gains if I had sold it at 40, but it's all right. It's nothing substantial compared to what Apple could bring you in the future with all the Apple shares I have. So here we go. Selling it. Here we go. Review order. Okay. I'm going to sell at market price. Missed out on about like 30 cents there. All good though. I'm not complaining. Here we go. Sell. Okay. Done. Done. And let's see if we go to my messages. Success. You order to sell 33.55752 shares have been fulfilled. So in fact, I did the entire amount there because Robinhood has fractional shares, as you know. So now I have 0 shares of Pfizer, but it's funny, it still shows it. So maybe I have a fraction still. I don't think so, but let's see. It says 0. It's probably because I have that dividend pending there. Probably because I have that pending dividend that it says 0. But either way, I don't have any more shares of Pfizer. There's nothing I could sell here. It doesn't say I have any shares, so I don't have anything. Just quickly at the analyst ratings there. You know, this is not unbelievably impressive. It's more of a hold stock. It's more something that you would play for the dividends. So I'm not too concerned about getting rid of it. But there it goes. Yeah, there's my market order there. Sold the 33 in fractions, so it's gone. I no longer have Pfizer. Now we're going to put that money. Let's see, there it is. My buying power is now 1308.29. Now we're going to buy some more Apple. For those of you who don't know, I hit 1,000 shares. I hit over 1,000 shares. I'm now at, see right there, 1,003, about 1,004 there. Let's see how much I could buy now, though. So I have that credit to my account. We're going to buy. This is a market order. This is live, not edited. Can't Photoshop any of this. We're doing it live. And I should be able to do, let's see, we could try 10 first. That's 12 something. Can we do 11? I don't think so. Goes over. Let's try 10.5. Would that work? That, oh, sorry, that's a 1.5. I was confused there for 1 second. That should work, but Robinhood, for some reason, they're a little bit weird. It's the most bizarre thing. And Apple's going up right now throughout the day. I could have gotten in at 118 just like an hour ago. Unfortunate, but who cares? But anyways, Robinhood's a little bit weird, right? So sometimes you could actually buy the whole shares, but then you have to wait for the fractions. You could buy it right after using the remaining amount, but for some reason you can't buy the wholes and the share, or rather the wholes and the fractions at the same time. They say you need more money in your balance in order to buy it. Let's see if it lets us do it though. I'm going to buy right now. Not enough buying power, right? I expected that. Let's try 10. You could dismiss it. You could actually change it to a limit order. But I don't want to start playing with that. We'll just do market. Let's see if this does. There we go. Let us do 10. Let us do 10. It has been purchased. 121 is the price there at execution. Let's see how much I have left in the account. 94. Let's try to get a fraction of Apple. Let's see. Here's what I mean by it won't let you do 10.5, but watch. It will let you do just about the entire 94. Watch. Guaranteed. How much you want to bet. Let's try like 0.5 there. So you would think with that logic, because I just couldn't do 10.5, so you would think it wouldn't let me be able to do it, but watch. It's going to let me do it. Watch. See? It let you do it a half. So kind of weird that Robinhood has those restrictions in place and they try to limit you from purchasing entire shares and fractions at the same time if you don't have more than enough money in there. Then you can do it right after. Bizarre. But anyways, I now have 1,014 and a fraction shares of Apple. And let's see how much we are up today still. Over 3,600 all time. We are up about 21,000 there, even throughout the pandemic. That's 18.5% just to be exact. Net worth has hit an all-time high today in history. In history, net worth has never been this high. You could add up other portfolios to see how much about that would be. Don't have to tell you the exact amount, but this gives you a good idea. So that's it. There we go. We have sold Pfizer and we have purchased more Apple shares. That's what I did, and that's what the goal was in this video. Now I just have store to sell. We'll quickly look at that. Store, my average cost was $33.30. Today, even with this news, the highest it was 30 and change. So still I have to wait, but once that's sold, I will have about $10,000 more dollars I can put into Apple and continue to buy even more Apple and never stop. So that's where we are right now. That is it. And I have sold my remainder of Pfizer in my Robinhood portfolio. Still have it in E-Trade. I'm waiting for when Pfizer does continue to go up. So in a sense, you could look at it two ways. I could have held Pfizer longer to see if there would be more gains if in fact they are the candidate for the vaccine. Or let's say they didn't. That would actually send the stock tanking. So you'd actually end up probably losing some money if they actually did not end up becoming the candidate for the vaccine or something happened with their results. So I think I took profits now, which was a good idea, a smart move, and I put that right into Apple, and yet I still have some more Pfizer for the future if there's some more prospective gains. I think it was a good strategy, good idea. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. But that's what I did, and that's what I did in this video. I did succeed at doing that. If you did enjoy this video, if you liked watching my live action right there, give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, would appreciate that. And if you want to see more videos on my channel, hit that big red button, the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well. I do videos now every single solitary day, no exceptions, no excuses. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.